Hello, Amber here from Symbols for Living. Welcome to your weekly love reading. This is for the sign of Aries. This is for the week beginning the 1st of May to the 7th of May. So looking at your reading here, the overall spiritual guidance is the Hanged Man. We then have the Emperor card and Lover's card, both reversed. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands upright. So it looks like off the bat, definitely there's some sort of lack of communication or poor communication between you and your partner if you are in a couple. The Ten of Wands in the emotional sector does show that the emotional side of your relationship is getting quite burdensome. Maybe you feel like you're carrying a weight of responsibility when it comes to emotions, or you might just feel quite overwhelmed by emotions at the moment. So it could just be a really stressful time for you guys with the Lover's card reversed and the Three of Pentacles in the advice or challenge, position. It is saying that, the challenge here this week is to work together, and with the Hanged Man on top, crowning the reading as spiritual advice. I feel that it is saying that you might need to take a new perspective to allow you guys to understand each other. So maybe from the way you're both looking at the situation or problem or challenges that you have this week, the way you're looking at it is actually the problem. So take a new perspective, take some time out, and hopefully that will bring you guys closer together into a greater understanding and allow you to work together, because the Three of Pentacles does talk to teamwork. Hopefully that's with the new perspective that should enable you to work better together. And with the Ten of Wands, it looks like there is a lot of work to do. So maybe, with the Lover's card in reverse, the Lover's card is still present. So it shows that there is a strong connection, although at the moment maybe there's some sort of disconnect between you two. And this is now kind of giving you a heavy heart. Although you're still, it's not the Three of Swords or any sort of that kind of negative burden. It's more just you're still fighting for the relationship. You're carrying the weight. Maybe there is a big change at the moment happening. It could be that you're moving with the Ten of Wands as well, and you're having to work together with your partner to make this move a success or as easy as possible. And also it looks like with the Emperor reversed here that no one seems to be taking the reins on the situation. No one's leading. You're both kind of leaving it to each other to make the first move. And with that being in the reverse, and with the Three of Pentacles being in your challenge, it looks like, you are being asked to work together. You are being asked to find a way to meet in the middle. So someone has to make the effort. And with the Emperor card in reverse here, it looks like maybe you're not making the effort. You're both maybe doing your own thing. You're just both kind of focused on your own objectives and not really focused on working together, which is not making either of you very happy, or at least not you, with the Ten of Wands in the emotional sector. So yeah, I would just say to coupled Aries people to gain a new perspective, whatever is making you think that you can't work together, or that or whatever's stopping you communicating easily. Really look at that. Look at why maybe you don't want to work. Maybe there's too much of a compromise to be made. Maybe you feel like you're compromising too much in some way. So you feel like just doing your own thing rather than having to come together and compromise. But with the Lover's card here in the communications sector, it does, to me, even though it's reversed, with the Ten of Wands being here, it looks like you are working hard and you are carrying the weight. It always speaks to strength, this card, for me personally. So I do feel like you are fighting on. And there is a lot of love here between you two. And there seems to be a lack of meeting of the minds. So it's quite a major kind of communication issue that could possibly be happening here. So, and there are three major arcana. So there is a major lesson to learn here. This will be a major turning point when you do kind of figure this out. Hopefully, next week's reading, if you have managed to find a way to communicate well with your partner, it will show that you've learned a really valuable lesson in communication with your partner. So yeah, themes this week will be communications, working together with your partner, teamwork, and taking the initiative and making the first move sometimes to make the communication work. And this can be aided by changing your perspective as well. So that's for the couples. For the singles, I would say that you are feeling quite burdened in love at the moment. Maybe you feel like you might have too many partners at the moment, or flirting a lot of people, carrying some sort of weight in your heart. With the Lovers card being here as well, maybe there is a decision that you need to make, and with the Hanged Man as well, you need some time out to think about making a decision, and maybe you're not making a decision. That's why the Lovers card is reversed. So you're not making a decision, and yet you're carrying the burden, and maybe because of the lack of decision and because of the Emperor card also being reversed, no one really taking control of the situation and kind of just waiting to see what happens maybe, or continuing to do your own thing in the meantime, and not actually acting on making a decision. This has now left you feeling quite burdened with the choices that you have to make. It looks like there may be a few choices. So you obviously maybe you care quite a lot about a lot of the people that you're seeing, or feel a connection with a few of them. There could be 3 people that you're seeing quite easily here, with the number 3 appearing twice in this reading. Oh, sorry, that's just how I'm reading the cards. But yeah, I see 3 standing out quite a lot in this reading. So maybe there are 3 people that you're choosing between, or maybe just 2. But either way, you are feeling quite burdened and maybe quite responsible to these people that you're dating. But the challenge here this week is to work together. So maybe you have to find some sort of compromise with the people that you're seeing. You might decide to continue to see multiple people. You might really want to continue doing that. And you have to kind of reach some sort of level of compromise with the people that you're seeing, so everyone's on the same page and everyone is happy with that way of moving forward. Or it could be that you need to kind of sit down with the maybe one that you've chosen, and discuss how you guys can move forward and how you can really make this relationship work. But the number 3, or 3 of Pentacles as well, also talks about setting some sort of foundation, practical foundation with somebody. So maybe you're a bit hesitant at the moment with the Emperor in reverse and the Lovers card in reverse. You don't want to make a decision right now. You don't want to take the bull by the horns, as they say, and actually lay any foundations. But the advice here is to do that. The advice here is to go ahead and try to lay some foundations with the right person, once you've taken the time to think about it with the Hanged Man. So do take time to think about it, to get a clear perspective on things, and then make your choice. So I think that's everything. For the completely singles, not seeing anybody, you've been asked to see a new perspective on the matter. You've been asked to take some time out and really think about your approach to finding somebody. You are maybe feeling quite pressured to find somebody. You feel maybe you're putting yourself under pressure or maybe you're trying really hard to kind of get out there and meet people. And the challenge here as well is to go ahead and meet people and collaborate. But maybe internally, you need to kind of find a balance within yourself. Maybe recenter yourself with the Hanged Man and the Lovers card reversed. You need to kind of develop that inner connection with yourself, So you understand exactly where you're coming from. And that will then allow you to turn the Emperor card around and make some confident moves forward in your love life. Yeah, that's all that I'm picking up. So there's also, if there is someone new coming into your life, they could be an Aries, Scorpio, or they could be a Gemini, or it could be a Gemini, or an Earth sign. You could be collaborating with an Earth sign. Could be a Virgo or Taurus. So that's what I'm picking up. If you have any more questions about the reading, I'm more than happy to discuss it further. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. Yeah, so we can maybe look into your particular situation in more detail. Alternatively, you can always get in contact with me and we can arrange an actual private reading. I'm also going to pull an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, just to see what else we can gather from this situation, or from this card reading. One moment. Okay, we've got the card Happy, which speaks to happiness, figuring out what makes you happy, finding the happiness in all things. But ultimately, I think this card is talking about finding what makes you happy. And that might be what the Hanged Man is about. Could be asking you to think what really makes you happy, or maybe it's saying that the way you're looking at it is making you unhappy and feel burdened. So maybe you don't need to feel burdened to the ones in relationships. You don't need to feel burdened. It's just the way you're looking at it. I'm going to go ahead and read from the book that came with the deck to see what that says. So it says here, there are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass is greenest right here where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship, and if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of it. More of itself, like bees to honey. So yes, that it also speaks to the singles as well. Find your happiness, find what makes you happy. And that should hopefully bring you closer to finding the partner you're looking for. So I hope that helped. Like I said before, leave a message if you need to. You can get through to me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook as well. I'm not that busy on those sites, I have to admit, but if you leave a message, I will respond. Otherwise, have a fantastic week and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.